Hey coach, you've most likely been facing one of the most annoying and frustrating thing ever, which is a completely oversaturated market. You've probably noticed that there are many people out here who's teaching what you teach. How are you supposed to stand out? This is one of the most common questions I get from coaches. So in this video, we're going to talk about the best ways to stand out in a saturated market as a coach in 2022. Hello, darling. I'm Nyala, CEO of Market Your Message. If you're new to the squad, welcome to my channel. In this channel, we talk all about how to get paid to market your message. We cover all things messaging, marketing, and money for coaches, consultants, and service professionals. So if your goal is to start and grow a business by monetizing your story and skills, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and make sure you tap the bell so you are notified the next time a video goes live. So let's talk about the best ways to stand out in a saturated market as a coach in 2022. I remember when I first started in the coaching industry, I pretty much stumbled into it and I decided I was going to be an Instagram coach because I had successfully used Instagram to grow my salon business. So every time I would look around, there would be somebody else teaching Instagram, much like today. And let me tell you something else. I'm talking about 2012, 13, and 14. Now in 2022, according to statistics, the coaching market value has reached $20 billion with a 6.7 average yearly growth rate since 2019. And so no wonder I continuously get this question. And one of our sayings here at Market Your Message is, don't focus on being better, focus on being different. Chances are, when it comes to the top people in your industry, those seats have already been taken. So you trying to be at the top and be the best is actually making your job harder. So these 5 tips that I'm about to share with you is not about being the best. It's focused on you being able to tap in and own your difference. So number 1, what do people always say you're good at? Big bonus if you can think of your current client. Why? Well, there are things that people are always complimenting you on. And it's so easily overlooked because it's things that really come natural to you. This is how I found my niche in the coaching and education space, and that is messaging. So growing up, people would always say I had a way with words. I was always the storyteller. I was very animated. I used to write skits in the group home, and I enjoyed the arts, right? Specifically music and acting. But I never knew what I was doing. I never knew I was doing anything because, again, I have a way with words, right? It's one of my God-given gifts. And so because this was something people always said to me, when I was trying to niche down and stand out in the industry, when I first started in the coaching industry, this was one of the things that I wrote down under that question. What do people always say you're good at? It helped me find my niche. So I want you to ask yourself, what are some things people always say you're good at? And what you do is you want to look at that list and choose one that you can hone in on. Number 2, share your perspectives. You might not be able to teach something different, but your perspective, it's always going to be different. Now, you may feel that you're going to alienate some people if you speak your truth or speak how you really feel on a subject. You're probably afraid that people are going to unfollow you. But let me ask you this. Isn't that what you want? Don't you want to get rid of those who aren't the right fit and stand out so your right fit clients can find you? So let me give you an example. Recently, with the whole Will Smith slap that went viral, there were so many people who were leveraging that in their content. And what they were doing, they were sharing their perspectives. And so if you can be a person that always share your perspective when things are trending in your industry, or even the principles that are being taught in your industry, that is going to be a great way for you to stand out. When you share your opinions and your perspectives, what happens and this is a bonus, by the way, not only are you able to stand out in a saturated market as a coach, but you are also able to attract like-minded people and people who are aligned to be served by you because they resonate and relate and they feel you on your opinions and your perspectives. Is this making sense? Give me a yes in the comments, okay? And make sure you stay locked in because number 5 is gonna blow your mind, okay? All right, number 3, share your experiences. So just like number 2, sharing your experiences is similar to sharing your perspectives. So I teach storytelling and I teach coaches how to use storytelling to connect with their ideal clients and more importantly, stand out, right? Because people can teach what you teach, but they never walked in your shoes. So someone who is teaching how to grow a coaching business, like how I teach people how to grow a coaching business, has a totally different story and experience than me. And that is the difference. And it is the same thing for you. Maybe you are a health coach and you're teaching people how to lose weight. Well, guess what? The other health coaches out there who are teaching people how to lose weight do not have the same story and experience as you. So I have a client, she is in the health industry, she's a naturopath doctor, and she came in the industry because she had experienced loss. She lost her mother, and because a lot of her family members were obese, she had a fear that the same thing would happen to her, and that sent her on a path to getting her health degree. Later on, she had her own health scare, and it drove her to wanting to change her life, and now she helps other people do the same. So you might be a health coach, you might be a naturopath doctor, but your experience and your story is completely different. So sharing your experiences is another way for you to own your difference and stand out in a saturated market as a coach in 2022. Marketing has changed, guys. The landscape has changed. And more, you need to start sharing your own perspective, experiences, and story. Next one. Add in your personality. This one follows the same trend as 2 and 3. Your personality is another thing that makes you different. So many people are trying to blend in, and blending in is exactly what's stopping you from standing out. Can I get an amen? If you like blue hair, wear it. If you love drinking tea on your YouTube videos, drink it. Be you in all your glory, okay? You want to add personality in everything that you do. Now, last but not least, number 5. And this one is my favorite. It's how my clients are able to consistently generate $20K every month like clockwork, and that is teach from your own framework. Like I always say, everything lies in your framework. So why does this work so well? Well, because your ideal clients have heard it all before. Remember, there are so many people out here who are teaching what you teach. So whatever concept you're teaching, most likely your audience have heard it before. Even what I'm saying right now, you have probably heard it before. You just haven't heard it in my way. So for example, let's talk about Facebook ads. You see these ads that come up all the time saying the same old thing every single time. And what do? You ignore it. You swipe past it, right? And if one happens to catch your attention, you go in it with all the objections. Like, what is this scammer talking about now? All the guards come up. Am I right? If I'm right, just let me know in the comments, right? Listen, when you teach from your own framework, the one that you own, what you're doing is you're teaching something new, something that people haven't heard before. So there are so many people that are out there talking about messaging, but nobody else has the Market Your Message signature framework but me. There are so many people who are out there teaching people how to turn their books into coaching programs, but guess what? There's nobody else other than my client Precious who has the Book to Business framework and who is branded as the Book to Business cultivator. See, when you're teaching from your own framework, and I mean own, meaning something you can trademark, when you're teaching from your own framework, something that no one else can use, that you can go on TV and do interviews, that you can teach in corporate, when you are teaching from your own framework, it is something new that people are hearing. So instead of blending in and saying what everyone else is saying, you are creating a signature framework that sounds completely different. And this is what allows you to captivate your ideal client's attention so they can listen, because you know you got the juice. And if you can get their attention, then you can give them the transformation, right? All right, let's recap what we've covered. There are 5 ways to own your difference and stand out in a saturated market as a coach in 2022. 1, ask yourself, what do people always say I'm good at? 2, share your perspectives. 3, share your experiences. 4, add in some personality. And 5, teach from your own framework. So I really hope that you found this video useful. If you did, leave it in the comments. Let me know which one of these tips you're going to use. And before you go, if you found this video valuable, make sure you hit the like button. If you're ready to own your difference, I want you to click the link in the description and grab my free Master Your Message mini course. It's going to be great. I'll see you in the next one.